Salute, salute, salute. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining me all across the world, wherever you may be at the moment, work, home, on the road. Appreciate you for stopping in. Got some great content to bring to you guys today. We're gonna go over a couple of things. I will be announcing the winners of the giveaway for this month. Three free month three free 1 month subscriptions to my Patreon, which, as you guys know, has unlimited value. Right? There's no monetary value you can place on that. Besides, the picks, the winners, and etc. It is you're gaining the knowledge and informing yourself, which is basically really priceless, right? So we're giving away 3 free 1 month subscriptions today. I will be announcing the winners. I appreciate everybody that decided to take part in it. We put this out at I believe the end of last month, right around the end of February. I gave people a little a little bit over a week and a half to take part in it, and and verify their entry, and a good amount of people did. I appreciate the love and support that we received from everybody taking part in it. Hopefully you guys had fun, and also it's just a little bit of a give back from myself to the community that continues to show me love and support and promotes me, and that just been there for me from day one, right? So I just want to reciprocate that and put that energy back into the universe and say thank you guys just for being so genuine, right? So I will be announcing those winners. Before we get into that, because I'm going to save that for the end of the video, you guys are going to have to watch the whole video to figure out exactly who won, right? But I will be announcing the winners, and it will be on you guys individually, the winners I'm speaking about, to reach out to me either through Twitter or Instagram so we can, take care of what we got to take care of, okay? But before we get into that, I want to talk about what happened yesterday in the NBA, right? So let's talk about it, because as I remind you guys in so many of my videos, right? Every day is very unique into itself, right? It's different and separate from the day before, as well as the day in front of us. So we have to treat it as such. And also, we're at the mercy of the NBA schedule. We don't schedule the games. We don't make the lines. We don't make the money lines, right? So we evaluate each day, and we decide to attack the games that we feel most comfortable and confident in, okay? So yesterday, just to take a look at it, so yesterday we had 2 games on the slate, right? Obviously nothing to go crazy about, but 2 games to choose from. Not that big of a selection, very small slate. But I want to discuss with you guys and remind you some of the overall themes and strategies that we practice here on my, not only just on my Patreon, but repeat the same type of disciplines and strategies on my YouTube channel for free. All right, so let's talk about it and why yesterday is an important indicator of some of the things that I've been talking about for so long. Now, if you see in the title of the video, I gave the NBA an acronym, right? So we said that NBA stands for let's see what we put. So we put the NBA stands for numbers being arranged, right? Numbers being arranged, and just a play on words. We're just gonna. I feel like it's most appropriate to say that, right? NBA stands for numbers being arranged, right? And we have this slogan that we want to focus on, which is make observations matter. Right? You know how they say make America great again? We want to say make observations matter again, because that's the most important thing. And it's a key reason why everybody, in spite of me not putting out a decode yesterday or a pick, should have been profitable on the day, right? So I'm going to explain to you guys why that is such, okay? So let's talk about it. How important are observations in sports handicapping, right? That's a question that I've been answering for so long. Observations and the ability to see and recognize a pattern, right? And recognize significant numbers between 2 teams or correlating with 1 team on that specific day is very important. right? It's also a reason why a big majority of my community made money yesterday. Okay, now the funny thing about it is, yesterday I received hundreds of messages. Right, yesterday we did not put out a decode. Yesterday we did not put out a pick, so we had the day off. Right, but I received hundreds and hundreds of messages of the same thing, the same question. Hey, Victor, when do you put your pick out? Hey, Victor, is there a pick coming today? Hey, Victor, um, what's going on? I just signed up. Are you going to do some work today? Hey, Victor, can I please get a pick for today? Blase, blase, blah. The same message over and over and over again, right? Everybody was talking to me yesterday about this big 41 theme that was going on the NBA slate, right? As you guys can see, prior to the game starting, the 76ers came into yesterday's game on 40 wins, as well as the Denver Nuggets came into yesterday's game on 40 wins as well. So both teams could have possibly picked up that 41, right? The 41st win of the season, and they were playing 41 opponents, okay? So the 76ers could have picked up the 41st win versus Brooklyn. Brooklyn equals 41 and reverse full reduction. I'm sorry, right here. As you guys can see, just want to show you guys the slate. So yeah, 76ers on 40, Denver Nuggets on 40. The 76ers were playing Brooklyn, which equals 41 in reverse full reduction. And Denver was playing Golden State, which equals 41 in full reduction. The purest cipher, right? So right there, surface level on the right there on the top, you can see that there was a possible 41 theme that was going on yesterday's slate, right? However, what I reminded people of is, on top of not only using gematria, which is one key part of it, right? There's also a such thing called line evaluation, right? Paying attention to the lines. Do the lines make sense? What are the lines really telling you by the spread, right? So letting the lines talk to you, okay? And also, on a 2-game slate, usually there is an overall theme, but is it really going to be that simple and that clear cut for a 41 riddle to happen yesterday? And that's what I reminded my community. Shout out to every person that reached out to me individually, touched base with me, and basically expressed your observations. I expressed my concerns with you as well. And the crazy thing about it, right? And I reminded people was, the 76ers, they could have possibly picked up that 41st win, but they were a minus 200, minus 210 money line favorite, right? So, in spite of the hundreds of messages I received yesterday about, Victor, can I get a pick? Victor, did you see the 41s? I think I'm going to go. Victor, I'm going to parlay the 76ers with the Nuggets for a big 41 parlay. What do you think about this? I love it. I think it's really, really good. Oh my God, blah, 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 right? All those messages yesterday about the 41s and all this. But do I get one message today about the money that I saved my entire community by not recommending a irresponsibly idiotic 76ers minus 200, minus 220 money line? No! We get zero appreciation for that. We get zero acknowledgement about saving my community from potential losses of recommending a stupid Philadelphia 76ers minus 210 money line pick. Okay, this is one of the key reasons, and yet another example of why we never recommend irresponsible money line prices. We never go above that minus 165 for key reasons such as what happened yesterday, right? So I'm getting hundreds of messages prior to the game starting about, Victor, when you dropping your pick? Victor, what's going on? You're taking the day off? Oh my God, I just got here. What's going on? I don't understand. But yet we get zero acknowledgement, zero credit, zero appreciation for saving my entire community from another potential loss. Okay? So regardless of when I put the pick out, if I did a pick yesterday, which I did not do a pick yesterday. I did not put out any content, right? But Well, my community should have still been profitable in two ways, and I'm going to remind you guys of how exactly you should have been profitable. For one, I saved you from a potential bankroll loss yesterday. A irresponsible money line loss which could have destroyed you and put you in a horrible situation of having to risk over 2 to win 1, which is a horrible return. But regardless, right, you would have lost money, your bankroll would have been diminished, and you would have lost confidence, right? So all of that, I say all that to say, in that aspect and in that way, you should have still been profitable yesterday, because the money you saved is now still in your bankroll, right? A penny saved or a dollar saved is a dollar earned, okay? So right there, boom, profitable for the community, because I decided to keep with my overall theme and strategy of protecting my community from stupid, idiotic money lines, right? Why is that a good example of gematria to recommend a minus 210 money line favorite? It's retarded, okay? You should. That's not content. That's not gematria. That's not an example of numerical synchronicities and patterns. There's no way you should be paying for that type of service. Okay. Over. So in that aspect right there, I saved you money. Boom. Nope. But I realized a long time ago that this is a thankless profession. Nobody really cares about saying thank you or appreciating the good service, the good strategies, the good disciplines, the good consistent work. Nobody cares, right? It's what have you done for me lately? So I get hundreds of messages about when I'm going to be putting out my pick, right? I get spam comments and troll comments about, Victor, when you put out your pick, I just signed up, blah, 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 blah. Am I in the wrong tier? Am I doing this? Spam comments all across the board. But when the game loses, right, when the 41 riddle that everybody was talking about doesn't come through, do we get one thank you? Do we get one message of, damn, Vic, I can see now exactly why you decided to take the day off? Or, damn, Vic, you saved me a bunch of money. No. We get zero comments, zero feedback like that. But I say that to say this and to put this video out to explain to you guys that even in spite of some of your ignorance, right, and some of your guys' horrible betting habits, every single day every single day you feel like you have to make a wager, you feel like you have to get your fix in, right? You have to lay some money with a possible return, and it's horrible, man. It's horrible. And it's really a hard and the business that we're in handicapping these games and investing in these numerical rituals and these solid riddles, that is one of the worst habits that you can develop, right? Is actually becoming a gambling addict, okay? Being addicted to just placing the bet. You're not even caring at that point if you win or you lose. It's just for the thrill of actually gambling. But that's not what I do here. That's not what we do. We don't like to gamble. Okay, we like to invest our money in profitable returns. All right, so I saved everybody money on that 76ers game. Not only that, if you were watching that game, okay, you should have been all over the Brooklyn Nets and that underdog. And I'll show you guys exactly why. But shout out to this gentleman because he actually remembered some of the stuff that I was speaking about in a previous video, and he actually pointed it out in my comments on my previous video. So shout out to him. I'm going to check his name because I actually want to give him credit. It's because he actually... Okay, so shout out to M. Campbell, right? What he said was, and I'll show you guys right now, I'm going to highlight it, because he actually is out there listening, right? Shout out to M. Campbell. What he said on my previous video is, he said, Brooklyn Nets, easy money, gave it out in the live, Vic, you're on fire, boy. Right? So this gentleman is listening to what I'm saying. He's paying attention. He's interpreting and processing the knowledge and the free information that I'm providing on YouTube. Shout out to M. Campbell, man. He made a shit ton of money yesterday by opening his ears, paying attention, and listening to what we're talking about. All right? Now, I'll take it a step further. I'm going to tell you guys why, besides the fact of me saving you money, which is profitable, you should have been able to make money yesterday. And if you're in here, please do me a favor. Click that like button. Please get them likes up because we want to get this video out. get some shares going. And this is a positive video. People really need to be hearing what's going on. So if you're in here, click that like button. Don't be a bozo. Be in the minority, not the majority. All right? Please. So yeah, let's talk about what else happened, right? So I'm going on months now, months and months about speaking about paying attention to these games, watching the game flow, and at the end of sometimes first quarters and half times, you get key numerical syncs that are great indicators for the rest of the game, right? So let's pay attention to what happened yesterday in the first game. I'm going to tell you guys why you should have been able to make money no matter what. Yesterday, okay, in the first quarter, hold on one second. Yeah, okay, so another thing I wanted to say was everybody who reached out to me before we get into what happened in the first game, everybody who reached out to me individually on Instagram and Twitter, and that wasn't a troll, I advised them yesterday that the 41 appeared to be like significant bait yesterday on the slate, right? So everybody who reached out to me potentially saved money. And if they didn't make money with the first game, they definitely made money with the second game, right? I'm going to tell you, because I'm going to tell you guys why. All it takes is a little bit of paying attention, a little bit of opening your eyes, and a little bit of, being able to actually see, right? Using them. Not just having them for the luxury of having them, but actually using them, right? So the first game, if you guys can see, the Brooklyn Nets scored 40 points in the first quarter. 40 points, right? And as I reminded you guys, the 76ers and the Denver Nuggets both came in on 40 wins, okay? So the Brooklyn Nets scored 40 points in the first quarter, which is their strongest number. Brooklyn equals 40, and the purest cipher, full reduction, right? Full reduction. Very, very important number. Brooklyn equals 40. Their opponent, the Philadelphia 76ers, came into the game on 40 wins, and Brooklyn scores 40 points in the first quarter. So, what do you guys think happened, right? The 76ers lost the game. They remained on 40 wins for the season, where Brooklyn equals 40, okay? And not only that, you take it a step further, this was actually this was actually Philadelphia 76ers 40th conference game, right? So they came into yesterday's game, I believe 24-15 in the conference, which is 39 games. Yesterday was their 40th conference game. They remained on 40 wins for the season. Brooklyn equals 40 in the pure cipher, and the Brooklyn Nets scored 40 points in the first quarter against the 76ers, which should have been a key indicator for anybody that was paying attention that the 40 was going to play. Okay? So many 40s there. I pointed out to everybody that reached out to me individually that said they were thinking about betting the 76ers. I advised them on why that was a foolish play for this many reasons, right? I did not know that the Brooklyn Nets were going to score 40 points. But once they did in the first quarter, you should have been all over the Brooklyn Nets, not only to control the rest of that game, right? They won by 29 points. So even at the end of the first quarter, I believe Brooklyn was about a minus 15, minus 14 points for the rest of the game. Whatever the case may be, they covered that spread. They almost won by 30 points. So whatever spread you would have caught them at the end of the first quarter, they covered. It's irrelevant, right? So, okay. But that's not really what I'm talking about. So besides you making money in the Brooklyn game at that point, observing all the 40s that was on the board, okay? If you weren't even able to get in on that Brooklyn game, because you weren't comfortable with the lines or whatever the case may be, what you could have done was say to yourself, right? There's 2 games on. There should be an overall theme that's happening in both games. The 76ers stayed on 40 wins. Now, do the Denver Nuggets stay on 40 wins possibly? Yes, they do. So, by observing what happened in the first game, it should have led you to having a successful bet in the second game, okay? Remaining and focusing on that number 40. Now, the Denver Nuggets remaining on the 40, right, doesn't have a direct connection to the team, but as I remind you guys, often on a small slate like this, they have, an overall theme for the games. Now, the obvious one was the 41, right? But that wasn't the profitable one because 76ers were minus $210 money line, which is just retarded. But the Warriors, they were about a minus 110, minus 115 money line. A great line. Okay? An amazing line. So you guys should have been able to take advantage of that. And not only that, they were down at halftime. Okay? They were down at halftime by 9 points. So if you didn't fall in love with the Golden State Warriors at the beginning of the game of minus 110, minus 115, you were able to take advantage of almost a plus 200 money line comeback price after trailing at halftime by 9 points. It was a little bit over 200, I believe, plus 220 for the Golden State Warriors to come back and successfully defeat the Denver Nuggets. Just believing in that 40 theme in both games while also focusing on the number 27, right? And I'm going to explain to you guys why the number 27 is important also. But as you guys can see, the Denver Nuggets picked up their 27th loss of the season, right? That is a number that it correlates with the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors equals 270 in reverse ordinal. In numerology, 0 has no value, so the number 270 could be looked upon as the number 27. Yesterday was also 10/3, like the number 103. 103 is the 27th prime number, so that has another connection to the number 27, while also the game being played on TNT. TNT having a direct connection to the number 27 as well in reverse ordinal. Okay? So, besides the 40, which I can understand that you didn't feel super duper confident in it, the 27s was on the board to support the 40. So, regardless, my community was profitable last night because if you didn't, as long as I saved you money, you're profitable, right? Because you saved potential losses. You saved your confidence. You saved the stress that you would have received from an actual loss, especially a loss where you had to have risk over 200 to return one, which is something that we never promote. We never recommend. It's the stupidest idea in the history of handicapping. But again, saving money is the same thing as profit. It just depends on your mindset and the way you look at it, right? And again, if that was the only thing you did yesterday was save your bankroll. A dollar saved is a dollar earned. That's still profitable, okay? I've showed you guys how profitable that actually is. But my sharks, my veterans, the people that are actually applying the knowledge, that are using these and pay attention to what I'm showing them and what I'm telling them, were able to jump all over the Golden State Warriors in that 40 riddle. And not only a great pregame line of minus 110, minus 115, a great in-game line of over 2-to-1 positive return, right? While other platforms and other channels are recommend negative 2-to-1, we're over here recommending positive 2.5-to-1, positive 3.5-to-1 return on your money. Now you see how the mindset and the strategies are different. What makes us unique and actually really, really, great at what we do is because of the things like this, right? We actually go against the grain. We actually don't follow the trends, right? We make our own trends, which is in spite of people trying to duplicate and copy us, it's not as easy as it looks. You know what I'm saying? So that and that way is what I mean why you guys should have been profitable yesterday regardless, because I saved you guys from potential loss, and while also giving you the knowledge to be able to book a win yesterday with the overall theme for what was going on, right? By paying attention, by seeing what happened in the first game, which should have supported your prediction for the second game. So that's what I mean. And salute to everybody that used the knowledge and was able to not only, save the potential loss, but actually profit a substantial return yesterday, which is amazing, right? On a day that we didn't really have many games to choose from, a lot, and a big portion of my community was able to come out on the correct side of that night, and also bringing in, in some cases, 3-to-1 return on their money yesterday. So congratulations to those people. I did receive messages and Instagram DMs from those people. I know exactly who you are. I'm not gonna, shout your names out because I didn't ask you guys prior if you people are comfortable with me, releasing that type of information. But salute to you guys. You guys know exactly who you are. You've been with me and supported me for a really, really long time, and the work, and the betting slips and the profit and all that is is definitely an example of you know what I've been teaching actually working. So congratulations to you guys. I really really appreciate that. Yesterday, and I feel like this video was extremely important because even on a day off, we're still making money for our community, right? How many people can say that? You know, and the crazy thing is, like I said, I received hundreds of messages with people just just badgering me and just annoying me with the same questions over and over again. What time are you gonna put out a pic? What time are you gonna put out a pic? And again, at the end of it, when everything was said and done, not one message from those same people, those same trolls, that are saying thank you, Vic. I now realize why you do what you do. You actually saved me a shit ton of money. Nope, we don't receive anything like that. It's the same, people, the sharks and the veterans. Obviously, they reciprocate the love and the genuineness with their messages. But I'm talking about the new people and the people that still are trying to understand exactly why we do what we do. And this is one of the reasons why I made this video, right? Just for people to better understand why it is sometimes where I have absolutely no issue with taking a day off, observing what's going on, and it's really really important to show restraint, show discipline, because the business that we're in is very very not only volatile, but it really it attracts these addictive personalities, right? And that's the issue. That's really the problem, because what I wanted to do and the reason why I put out the work was for people that wanted to be informed and learn about the knowledge. But what I've come to realize is that a lot of the gambling addicts and degenerates and people of that nature, they actually kind of come in as well, and they're not so keen on learning the knowledge and applying the knowledge. It's really a lot of troll activity, a lot of baby cries, a lot of people that just want you to hand them wins, you know what I mean? And it's like, even when you do that, there's no appreciation, right? We put an insane run together of 19 of our last 20 days, perfect days. We're currently 35 and 2 in our last 37 plays. And if I really want to be honest with you guys, the love and the reciprocation and the paying it forward part of that's supposed to come and that's supposed to be there, it really isn't there. You know what I'm saying? And I just realized that people are just generally ungrateful. So yeah, it's hard to stomach sometimes. Because I put a lot of effort and a lot of hard work into not only the content that I produce and put out, but also remaining true to the strategies and disciplines that I believe in, that I believe protects us while we do what we do, right? And there's not even no appreciation for that as well. So besides the content, besides the hard work, and besides everything else, that on top of it, there's really no thank you for that either. And it's disappointing at times, but I know that I do it for a bigger goal. I do it because I do want to help people. But at the same time, it's I do want to receive the same energy that I put out, and it's really really a selfish world that we live in at times. So on that note, I just speaking and bringing it a little step further, I want to remind people that currently we've had this giveaway going on for a couple 2 weeks, right? And I appreciate everybody that took part of it, and I'm gonna get to the chat when I'm done and tap in with the people, right? If you in here, please click that like button. Don't look in the mirror and be a bozo your whole life, right? Support. Clicking the like button is really really free. So on that note, but yeah, besides everything that we already spoke about and stuff like that, speaking about the giveaway, Bank on game 2. Okay, this is okay. See people resell. Okay. All right. So yeah, focusing on the giveaway. So, and before we do the giveaway, I want to show you guys something too. Sorry, I'm like a little bit all over the place. But yesterday, right? I just just bringing us back to that 40 theme that was going on. See, I didn't even catch this part of it, but shout out to Zach. He actually just made a video that I was watching, and he brought up a great point. And what it does is it connects not just the news with the sports, but also the overall landscape of what's going on in the world, right? So yesterday we're speaking about the 40, right, that remained true on 10/3, right, like 103, and then the 40 riddle actually played in both games, and there was only 2 games on in the NBA. So look at the observation that Zach made, which was a great observation. So salute to him, right? And also salute to everybody in the chat that shouts me out. Knowledge 2020, I see you. Hey, Mr.Futures stuff. Good stuff on the live stream you did with Zach last week. I appreciate that, and I see you guys. Everybody in the chat showing us love. Thank you very much. But pay attention to this video and what Zach, put out.
The representation, the god of transportation. Did you see what they did yesterday on 10/3? Remember this Russian convoy, 40 miles long, that's been stuck there for weeks? All of a sudden, it was able to move yesterday on 10/3. And notice, Mercury's 103 and 40. The headline comes out last night just before the NBA basketball games begin, the doubleheader. There was only 2 games in the NBA yesterday. The Philadelphia 76ers, biblical, and the Warriors, originally from Philadelphia in their 76 season. The 76ers lost, the Warriors won, and in both games yesterday in the NBA, the teams that came in with 40 wins stayed on 40 wins. The 76ers stayed on 40 wins. The Denver Nuggets stayed on 40 wins. One Philadelphia team lost. The original Philadelphia team won. The Warriors, as this convoy ready for war, 40 miles long, begins to move on 103. And again, you guys, for the last several weeks that they've been talking about this 40-mile convoy, I can't tell you, I don't watch a lot of news, but I turn on news when I make lunch and when I make dinner. That's pretty much my window of watching TV because it's about all I can stomach. You know, I've sat here for nearly 9 years and watched the news and paid attention to the news to expose what's going on in the news, but I understand I hate the news. It's not something I enjoy doing. I'm doing something for 9 years straight that I do not enjoy doing. Because it's just so annoying to listen to these talking heads and Sues just spew lies, just keep blabbering on about things that don't make any sense. But for weeks, there's been people speculating about, how this convoy, what could have caused the snag, how it could be muddy ground, just all this endless bullshit. And that's what it is. It's nonstop bullshit. It's nothing but ritual. The 40-mile convoy begins to move on 10/3. And, the trick is, you got to run the alphabetic order in reverse, too. Mercury's also 41. Remember, on 9/11, planes, transportation, supposedly crashing into the towers, blamed on Osama, born on 10/3. Remember, Al-Qaeda also equals 41. 9/11 had 41 date numerology. So, again, it matters both ways. Mercury's also 86. Construction began on the World Trade Center's August 6, 68. Ends with...
Okay, so basically, what I really wanted you guys to hear and pay attention to was the 40 on 10/3, right? Because yesterday was March 10th, a date that could be written like 10/3, like 103, and obviously 40 was an important theme yesterday, and he just tied into what's actually going on in the Ukraine and the 40-mile convoy, and also something that came out in the media a couple of days ago about the 40-year high in inflation going on currently in North America. They had an inflation reach all-time high in 40 years. So this 40 theme has been very prominent, but also you see 40 and 103 connect with Mercury, and yesterday being 10/3 and 40 being the key number yesterday. So that's what I wanted you guys to see mainly, and again, a great observation by Zach. It's one of the reasons why he's so good at the work that he does, is because of observations and just tying historical things and relevant things like that together. So shout out to him. Appreciate him. I definitely want to show you guys that piece of it, just connecting that 40. But yeah, it's if you were watching yesterday, even if you didn't make that money in that first game, you should have been able to make money in the second game, right? And and people did reach out to me during that second game, and say, um, Victor, I think that I'm gonna go with the 40 and blase blase blah, and I assured them and I you know I reassured them, how confident I was in the Warriors actually keeping the Denver Nuggets on 40 wins, right? So congratulations to those people. You know exactly who you are, and just to show you guys that I'm not all talk and I actually fully support, um, and I'm with you guys, right? I don't recommend or put out picks that I don't feel confident in betting myself. So just for all the haters and the naysayers, right? I always, for those of you not familiar and checking out my community section, I always put testimonials, and I live by the slogan of letting the people and the work speak for me, right? So always in my community section, I'll put up you know kind observations, or great testimonies by people who've been supporting me, and basically just feedback from the community. So if you're not familiar, actually currently in my comment section right now, what I posted was my ticket from yesterday, right? And there's a slogan I heard a long time ago, and I realized how important it was, right? It's somebody told me that the difference between rich and wealthy is that wealthy people learn to make money while they sleep, right? So what I did yesterday was, once I saw the Brooklyn Nets score 40 points in the first quarter, and obviously connect all the other 40s, like the Mercury 1003 uh, and 40, as well as it being the 76ers 40th conference game, and there being a possible 40 theme for the rest of the day, as well as Brooklyn having the direct and purest connection to the number 40. What I did was I went ahead and jumped on a two-team parlay, right, for the Golden State Warriors to defeat the Denver Nuggets, right? Obviously, Golden State Warriors -1.5, and I took the St. Louis Blues to defeat the New York Rangers in the good old 33 ritual. With the St. Louis Blues can pick up their 33rd win of the season, and we all are aware of the New York and the 33 connection. And I believe the St. Louis Blues defeated the New York Rangers yesterday 6-2, right? So for those of you who want to continue to troll us and hate, or doubt exactly what we're doing, after yesterday decided myself that I was going to take the day off, while at the same time you know being very aware of what's going on in the community, paying attention myself, and being exactly what I tell you guys to be, which is very observant of what's going on in for the day in sports. Once I saw that 40 connection happen in the first quarter, I definitely jumped on this game, right? And I decided to pair it up with one of the strongest connections I'm aware of, is New York and the 33. And thankfully, I got a great return on my money. I was successful in a parlay, and it was still a great night. So there's a lot of people that should have been able to do similar things. If you weren't aware, the St. Louis, riddle to pick up that 33rd win, even taking the Golden State Warriors straight up, was still solid play. I felt confident in it, and again, this is what I mean by saying that we want to make observations matter again, right? This is a key component, and this is a way you can fully take advantage of these games that are going on, right? With these live opportunities. I wish that I was up and I was actually able to take the Golden State Warriors while they trailed at halftime of plus over 2.5 to 1. That would have been an even more amazing return. But like I said, the wealthy people, they learn to make money while they sleep. So I woke up to a successful parlay hit, and I did exactly what the wealthy people in the world did yesterday. While they were sleeping, they made some money, and I'm just happy, to be able to do that. Show you guys what I mean by taking advantage of these observations, making observations matter, and that's one slogan and one key theme that I want to start promoting on this channel. Is make observations matter again. It's a playoff for the Make America Great Again. Donald Trump famous slogan. But for the Gematria community, I feel like it'll be a great a slogan to promote and stuff like that. So if you guys want to promote this on Twitter, Instagram, just at me in your story. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget where you got it, right? Because there's going to be a lot of copycats and a lot of people come out the woodwork and say they were the people, to make this up. But we're the first channel, the first platform going with this slogan. And as long as people give credit to where it came from, I have no problem with other people using it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I practice what I preach. I don't just push stupid and ridiculous games on you guys that I don't feel confident in betting in myself, right? So once again, we're not going to fully say and celebrate the fact that we had a great day because I didn't necessarily give out a pick. So we're going to be very clear. We're going to be very transparent, right? This is not a video where I'm claiming to have been perfect yesterday, right? Because we don't have to inflate our record. We don't have to, basically, deceive the community and actually try to make it like we won when we actually didn't, right? I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that the community itself, if you're applying the knowledge that I'm teaching you as well as the strategies, you should have been able to put one and one together to make two and make money yesterday, right? So on that note, that's what I mean. And that's one of the reasons why I put this video together. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys see exactly what I'm talking about and, the overall theme I'm trying to get across. And, I actually did win, right? So even though the community didn't specifically win because of a pick that I recommended, I'm fully aware that a good portion of the community did win yesterday because of the strategies that I teach as well as the disciplines I'm promoting, right? So that's basically the theme of this video. So yeah, salute and thank you for everybody that did drop a positive comment and send me a positive message because they see what we're doing, they see the work. And this another gentleman actually messaged me and said he took the Brooklyn Nets or whatever the case may be for a small return, or I'm not really sure, but he said small gains turn into big ones, Vic. Not only am I undefeated still with you, I learned how to do it watching your videos, right? And this is what I'm talking about, applying the knowledge, listening, and I say apply and let it fly responsibly, right? Apply and responsibly let it fly. Another slogan that we came up with. But yeah, he said, not only am I undefeated still with you, I learned how to do it watching your videos. I probably watched over 100 of them, and I kind of see the things you look for. I went 4 for 4 with my own picks while you took a few days, you took off a few days. And he told me, that he's recommending some of his friends to sign up with me. And I told him, congratulations and salute. That's exactly the type of things I love to hear is people applying the work and the knowledge, which is one of the main reasons why I do what I do, right? But, if you guys aren't already following me or checking this community section out, come on over here, show us some love, promote it, right? Share the work and let people know exactly what we're doing and some of the things that we're teaching. And go on over to our Twitter, go on over to our Instagram, which is in the description. If you just click the description below the Patreon link, right? For those of you who are already not a member, you can click the Patreon link and get in tune with exactly what we're doing. Join a great community. But the Instagram link is right below that. Come on over, request to follow. Send me a personal message and let me know who you are. So I'll go ahead and approve. And that way you can join us and help us, promote the knowledge and get the knowledge out there. Because that's really the most important thing, right? But yeah, if you're not already checking this community section, there's a lot of material here to review. Constant testimonies of the people in the community speaking out and supporting us. It is what it is. But it's unlike any other channel, any other community section. We really, really, let the people speak for us as well as the work. And I'm really, really thankful that we've been so consistent, as well as, humbled by some of the things that we've been able to accomplish, right? It's really, really incredible. 35-2 over our last 37 plays puts us at about a 94% win rate over the last 47 days, which is insanely remarkable. It's far-fetched, unbelievable, magical, whatever type of word you want to attach to it, but it really, really is super insane. We're going to continue to put the hard work in and keep it going, right? See how long we can go. But yeah, I just want to say thank you again to the community. Hopefully this video, you guys are able to understand the things that I'm talking about and why I do some of the things I do. And yeah, so before I actually announce who's the winners are, right? I'm just gonna check in with the chat. And as you guys can see with the picture behind me, this is the reason why you decided to use this picture with Steph Curry. Because after the game, after the 40 happened with Brooklyn, Steph Curry was really a lock. So there was really no need to stress. But if you guys can see that Steph Curry has these like fire eyes or whatever the case may be. And since I'm speaking about observations, right, and making observations matter again, I thought it was really funny to just have a Steph Curry picture behind us where he looks like like an X-Men or whatever with fire in his eyes or whatever the case may be. So yeah, let's check in with the chat. See who's in here. Thank you everybody for joining us. If you're in here, please click that like button. Don't be a bozo. Salute Ida. Thank you for coming in here and moderating. The strategist, I see you. He says, Mr. Futures, the man, the myth, the legend. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, again, Richard, I answered your questions already, and again, man, you're some of the people that I'm talking about. Yeah, you really need to get it together, man. Shout out to you, Anonymous. I see you. Appreciate that. If you want to sign up, you could sign up. It is what it is. I see you, Shiva. Thank you for asking how I'm doing. Oftentimes, people never ask that. So, thank you for asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing very well, and I hope you're doing well as well. Salute to you. Lamante, he says, Yo, Vic, I got greedy yesterday through the Sixers and Nuggets. We hit the 41. Exactly, brother. And, I wish you would have reached out to me, and I would have just let you know and made you become aware of exactly what we were thinking. But again, I never recommend minus 200, minus 230 money line favorites, even in a parlay, unless the riddle is fucking insanely incredible. But I never recommend those type of plays, man. So again, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you yesterday. Yeah, salute to you, Polished Diamond. You get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Richard, it is what it is. I run my platform the way I run my platform. If you have a problem, there's several other channels or several other platforms that you can join. It really is up to you. I don't run my platform the way you think I should. So, thank you for joining us and the limited support that you've given us, but, feel free to go somewhere else. Appreciate that, Rich. Definitely makes sense. Yes. I appreciate your humility and holding back on bad picks. Exactly. Everybody wants to make cheddar every day, but you never force picks, and that's why you have the banger record you have. Keep crushing it. Thank you, Richard. I really appreciate that. Avi, I see you. Thank you for stopping by and showing us some love. See you, Anonymous. Thank you. Good Decode, always in the chat showing us love. I appreciate you, and I see you on Twitter supporting us. Thank you very much. Right, DC, I see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so let's see. Just making our way through the chat right now. Shout out to Vic. See you, Marquise. Thank you for stopping by and showing us love. Appreciate that. Okay. Numbers are hitting so far. Oh, they're losing out, right? Okay, cool. That day off was perfect thing to timing too. You threw him off your scent. Exactly, dog. And great point. Thank you, Diamond, for saying you appreciate me. I definitely appreciate you and all your kind words. Yeah. Thanks, Victor. What sites do you suggest? I never recommend an online site just because I don't feel comfortable with that, right? So what I always do recommend is if you have the opportunity to actually go inside a casino sports book and actually make the wager, I think that's the most convenient and best way to go about it. But not everybody has that, luxury. So it really is. It depends, but I don't really feel comfortable recommending an online site. Yeah. Appreciate you. Salute to you, Pro Stalker. He says I hit a 19 parlay with this knowledge on Wednesday. Great. Salute to you. Thank you, Dylan, for those words. Strategist. Zach and Victor go hand in hand, extremely knowledgeable and disciplined. Check out today's notes on Zach Patreon. He's 3-0 so far, y'all. Okay, cool. Congratulations. Salute to Zach. Very knowledgeable guy, and I appreciate all the support he gives us. Thank you, Marquise. I see you. Daria, I see you. Thank you for that. Outlaw, I see you. Thank you very much. Teaching the Zen of sports betting. Exactly, man. We like to give you guys some unique and exclusive content. and I think I'm approaching, not only sports handicapping but gematria from a unique angle, and hopefully people really get the themes and the gist of exactly what I'm saying and what I'm trying to do. So, salute Vic, how you been? Can I message you on the show? Yes, you can message me. You can reach out to me on Twitter. I mean, on Instagram is the easiest way to get a hold of me. So, yeah, that would be amazing. True, my brother, amazing live. I wish I got to see the Patreon as much, and Hippo probably drop these props soon. Decoder guy right now looks good. Okay, thank you, the truth, for stopping by. Appreciate the support. Now let's really get into why you guys are here. Okay, I will be releasing the winners of this month's free 1 month subscription. So for those of you in here that are that know these people and have access to them, I just wanted to say thank you to the people that joined up, right? No other coder like Mr.Futures. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Salute to you, Scotia's finest. I appreciate that. That's a great slogan, man. Okay. Oh, you mean what? Okay, so you said what sites regarding sports stats. So yeah, I use Basketball Reference, obviously Pro Football Reference, and Basketball Reference, Pro Football Reference, and I believe there's a college basketball sites too. I believe it's called CBB Reference. So those are the sites that you can check out, right? So yeah, salute. Yes, M Campbell, I see you in the building. I appreciate your comment, and I let people know that you were able to take advantage yesterday from the knowledge. So exactly, yes. Congratulations to you and salute. I appreciate that for actually living by the mantra, and one of the slogans that we promote over here is apply and responsibly let it fly. So salute to you, Campbell. Right? But yeah, so the first winner, again, we're giving out 3 free 1 month subscriptions to the Show Love tier on my Patreon. Just giving back to the community and the people that have been supporting us and the people that decide to take part in it, while also giving the YouTube community a chance, to come on board for whatever reason if they haven't been able to subscribe or become a part of the Patreon community. I wanted to give them a chance to join up as well. So the first, I'll be announcing 3 winners right now. Drum roll, please. The first winner is goes by the name of Gabe Ruth on Twitter. Gabe Ruth, if you're in the chat or if you see this video, Gabe Ruth on Twitter, reach out to me. Congratulations, you're the first winner of the 1 month subscription to my Patreon. So congratulations on that. Appreciate you for joining up and and supporting us and promoting us and all that. Okay. The second winner of the free 1 month subscription, I think I saw this gentleman in the chat already, goes by the name of Outlaw X on Twitter. His name is Zion Black. Appreciate you. If you want to reach out to me on Twitter or on Instagram, you are the second winner for the free 1 month subscription to my Patreon. I appreciate you joining me, man. Congratulations. Thank you very much for the support, the promotion, and everything like that. So reach out to me so we can get that squared away. Congratulations for the second winner. And now the last winner on of this month's giveaway is on Twitter, goes by the name of Rip City Trees. So congratulations to Rip City Trees. You are the last and final winner of the 1 month subscription to my Patreon. So congratulations. I appreciate you. Reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram, and we can get all this squared away. I thank you guys for your continued support. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the giveaway. You guys, you enjoyed, the charitable aspect of what we're doing right now and giving back to the community, while also making it fun and entertaining, and just getting to meet some of you guys as well with the back and forth, and it's really become very, very interesting, and I definitely do appreciate it. So once again, Gabe Ruth on Twitter, Zion Black, aka the Outlaw X on Twitter, and Rip City Trees on Twitter. You guys have won the free 1 month subscription to my Patreon. So thank you. Reach out to me and we can get that squared away. So thank you everybody for joining us. It's been a great month so far. We look forward to continuing and doing what we're doing, while also meeting and being introduced to just new and great people in the community. So salute. Okay, yeah, Neek, if you want to reach out to me on Patreon, that's fine. There's no problem with that. So I look to check that out. Vic, I'm gonna have to bring you in, Zach, out to Vegas one day. GG, I appreciate that, D-Land. Yeah, I think that would make amazing content if you were ever able to get me and Zach at the same time out in Vegas. I think that would be like a great video, a great documentary we can make. So salute. Um, M. Campbell says, if you guys want to make a return on your investments, sign up and grow your stack properly. Exactly. I appreciate that, Campbell, and congratulations once again to what you were able to do yesterday. Just so a great example of what I look for in my community, and just developing the people with the knowledge, and them applying it. So a great example that you're setting for what we're trying to do, and thank you for supporting us. So. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish it off on that. I don't want to make the video too long because I want people to watch it. But yeah, so those three people, if you can reach out to me, Fabi. Those three people, if you can reach out to me on Twitter or on Instagram, Gabe Ruth, the Outlaw X, Zion Black, and Rip City Trees. Congratulations once again. Thank you guys for taking part. And as we love to say on this channel, once again, another slogan that we've come up with. Gematria at its finest, easy as 1, 2, 3. Salute, salute, salute. Take care. Exactly. Zach and Victor's Vegas vacation. It would be great. Exactly. Yeah. Salute to you, Outlaw X. Reach out to me so we can square that away. And congratulations on winning the one of the free 1 month subscriptions. Right. So again, once this video goes up, come back, please. Leave some positive feedback and some constructive observations, whatever the case may be. Let the community and let everybody know how legit we are and what we continue to do. Go on over to Twitter, get those likes up, those shares up. We really want to see a bunch of interaction all across all our social medias. We're trying to grow on an everyday basis, and I really can't do it without your guys' help. And it's really free to do it, right? I'm not asking you guys to do it. It doesn't cost any money to help us with the promotion and get our name out there, while also making people aware of what you can do with Gematria, right? We're currently on an insane rate. 19 out of the last 20 days, perfect days. Not profitable days, perfect days, right? That means there are no losses. 19 out of the last 20 days. 94% win rate last 47 days. Really, really incredible. So take care. Like the video, and thank you guys for joining, man. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week. Continue to support those people who genuinely support you, and be very cautious of the people you do decide to support. Pay attention to not only what they say, but what they do. It's very, very important. So, yeah, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.